You're watching Absolute Basketball.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Jamie Shaw. I am the National Director of Recruiting here at Absolute Basketball, and I'm very excited to have you guys on the show with me today. Today, we're going to look at Breon Pass, a 6-foot-tall 2021 point guard out of Reidsville High School in Reidsville, North Carolina. This past season, Pass made headways by being named first-team All-State in both football and basketball, a very rare feat. He did so picking up numerous high major football offers. I think he had 12 to 15 offers total, Division I for football, but he made the decision in June that he's going to focus on basketball at the next level. From there, he picked up a number of offers, culminating with the likes of Rutgers, Providence, NC State, all that type of stuff. So he's carrying high major offers in both football and basketball. Pretty impressive. This past season on the basketball court, Breon Pass's team, Reidsville High School, went 26-3. Breon averaged 21.1 points per game, shooting 54% from the field and 44% from three. He also averaged 7.4 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 3.2 steals per game. And amazingly enough, with the 3.2 steals per game, he only averaged 1.2 fouls per game. For his career, Breon has scored 1,763 career points heading into his senior year with a career 48% shooting from three. Also averaging 7.6 rebounds, 5.1 assists, and 3.1 steals per game for his career, with his senior season still set to go. Oh, yeah, and on the football field, he's played in 3 consecutive state championships as well. Pretty prominent career this kid has had, pretty prominent legacy he will be leaving at Reidsville High School. But we want to go to him as a player. What type of basketball player is he? Well, we're going to take a look today at some clips that were taken from Absolute Basketball in various events, various AAU events and high school events as well. We're going to go through the clips and get a good feel, give out a good feel as to what type of basketball player Breon Pass from Reidsville High School is. But if this is your first time visiting this channel and you want to continue to see more basketball content that revolves around film breakdowns, if you want to see more player and coach interviews, college coach interviews, elite high school player interviews, college player interviews, if you want to see more mixtapes and highlights and all of that, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it across your platforms after you like it. So, and we want to hear in the comment section below from you, who was the best multi-sport athlete that you have seen in your lifetime? Who's the best multi-sport athlete that you've seen? As we mentioned, Breon, first-team All-State in football, multiple high major offers, first-team All-State in basketball, multiple high major offers. Who is the best multi-sport athlete that you've seen? After you subscribe to the channel, after you like the video, and after you go ahead and share it across your platforms. But without further ado, here is Breon Pass on the Absolute Basketball Experience with Jamie Shaw. Thank you guys very much. All right, jumping right into it here. Here goes Breon, teammate celebrating everybody's success, warming up. Natural leadership there, guiding people. All right, here he goes, taking it out. Coming back around, pure jump shot. You see, that's one of the biggest things about Breon here. That's one of the biggest attributes that will continue to go on to the next phase is his ability to shoot the ball. I mean, he's a career 48% three-point shooter on 207 makes. That's just unbelievable numbers. But then when you add it here, as you see in this clip, his ability to defend. He's a great on-ball defender, both with toughness, anticipation, quickness, quick twitch, and all that type of stuff. As you see with the blow by getting the basket and finishing at the rim there. But back to his defensive ability, he's so quick, and he's got such great anticipation. He's averaged over 3 steals per game for his entire high school career. And then last season alone, 3.2 steals per game on only 1.2 fouls. That goes to show how quick he is. There goes another, bearing another jump shot. My gracious, that thing's pretty too. Here you go, handle. As you see there, his ability to take a couple bumps. You saw a couple plays ago where he went to finish at the rim, and he finished. There goes another one right there. He's got the ability to get past his man and get his man on his hip. Leave his man on his hip and take the contact and bump. Beautiful three-point shot there. That's a tough shot. And then get to the basket and finish. He's got the ability to absorb that contact, as you saw a couple plays ago too, where he got the guy on his hip and he made the read to pass it to the man under the basket. So that's just going through reading the point guard plays, the acumen that he has of reading the floor and seeing the game. Also the sturdiness. You know, I don't want to say he's a smaller guy, but he's got he's got some sturdiness to him as well. Obviously, you don't have 15 or so Division I high major football offers by being slightly built. but he's able to absorb the contact and he's able to make the read. He doesn't panic when he gets defenders on him there. Beautiful deep jump shot right there. That form is great. But as you've seen in these clips too, the ability to make the pass, but also the ability to finish at the rim too. And he's also got great leaping ability. You haven't necessarily seen any dunks or anything like that in this clip here, but he's very athletic as well, able to get it on you there. There you go. See another steal here that he goes to and makes the read, full court pass on the money. What a great play that was. What a great play, a defensive play, full court pass, seeing the man getting down into the basket again, getting out in transition. The speed and the quickness. Oh, look at that. Making the steal on the inbound pass again. That was unbelievable. There you go. Good finish at the basket, getting out in transition and running. See, his ability to shoot the ball also allows him to play both on and off the ball as well. Speed getting down the court. Finishing. Let's see what he does here. Another one, beating everybody out in transition. And going through and watching this film, having seen Breon multiple times in person, all that type of stuff, there's a ton of things that pop off the page at you. Most notably, what you do, the thing that college coaches are looking for at every level, the thing that pops off the pages is shooting. He's an elite shooter, a career 48% three-point shooter, as we've mentioned, on 207 makes. That's an abundance of shots. That's a large sample size, and that's a lot of makes. But 207 makes, 48% career shooter. But what that also does is that allows him to play both on and off the ball. He can play with a larger or bigger size point guard or whatever. You can go two smaller guards and all that type of stuff as well. But his ability to shoot the ball keeps him on the floor, because shooting is the most key thing, but also the most valuable ability to be able to have in the game today is your ability to create shots and make shots. Breon can create and make shots at a high level, as he's shown throughout his entire high school career, 1,700 career points, 48% career from three and all that type of stuff as well. So he brings the most valuable commodity in the game of basketball to the table off the rip. But also he brings the second most valuable commodity, which is toughness. Breon is an ultimate competitor. Off the court, he's a leader. He's got a magnetic type of personality. People love being around him. People like him. All that type of stuff. He'll be great in front of the camera, locker room guy, great for the media, all that type of stuff. But you get him on the court, he's got a nastiness to him. He's got a competitive streak. He's got just all that kind of drive in him. Once he steps in between the lines, the switch flips within him, and he just competes. So he's got the number one thing that you need: shooting, shot creation, shot making, and he competes. He's tough. Those are the two most valuable assets, in my opinion, that you can have in basketball, and they both translate from level to level. But on top of that, you also have some. He's a sturdy. He's still got room to grow within his frame, but he's got sturdiness to him. He's got great balance. His core is strong. He's got great balance. You saw multiple times in this clip where he was attacking the basket and getting bumped. Defender riding him. He got him on his hip. He didn't let him back he didn't let his defender back into the play. But then he was able to either finish at the rim or make the read and the pass to his teammate for an open look. That's something also. That's IQ, that's sturdiness, that's balance. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes involved with that too. But the acumen to be able to actually like make the play, to be able to make the read off of getting bumped in the paint, playing around in the trees and all that type of stuff as well. Huge asset that he has there. Also, we mentioned a little bit before, but his ability to play both on and off the basketball. His ability to shoot the ball will allow him to play off the basketball. His athleticism and all that type of stuff will allow him to play off the basketball, but on the basketball too. 7.3 assists per game last year. He rarely turns the ball over. He takes care of possessions. He's able to get downhill and get to his spots. But he's also a very unselfish player. For somebody who scored 1,700 career points, averaging over 20 points per game for his career, he's an incredibly unselfish player, as seen by his 7.3 career or 7.3 assists per game last year. He's got great vision. He's got a tough handle with ability to see the floor, make the reads, get his teammates open. He's incredibly unselfish with it as well. And then also, he's a high-level defender, if not possibly the best on-the-ball defender within the state of North Carolina, coming out in the 2021 class. He's a career 3.2 steals per game type of person. He's got incredible anticipation on the ball, quick hands, quick feet, but he's also really good in the passing lanes, quick reads and all that type of stuff. The years playing defensive back, I guess, on the football field, quick reads and all that type of stuff, breaking on the ball and getting into the passing lanes and creating steals and creating turnovers, deflections, and all that type of stuff there too. Very, very high level defender as well as the offensive capabilities and all that type of stuff too. But then you look at it and you're like, well, what's his flaws? Where's the downfalls of it? Well, I agree. There's not a ton of them. Positional size will always be a thing. Standing 5'11", 6 foot tall, and all that type of stuff as well. That'll always come into question. Because people like to nitpick. People like to look at it and say, "Oh, well, there," and just harp on something. Maybe not really be a big deal, but it's the one negative. It's not even a negative, but it's the one thing. Size and all that type of stuff, which isn't with as athletic as he is and as strong as his core and great as his balance and ability to shoot the ball. Being 5'11", 6 foot tall is not a massive thing. And then also too, he's never focused fully on basketball. He's always, as we mentioned before, he's played in the last 3 state championships of football. That takes him deep into November basketball. And the basketball season doesn't even start until December. And in North Carolina, public schools, you're not allowed to play basketball if you're playing football. So you can't cross sports or whatever the case with that. So he doesn't start playing basketball until December ever. And then he goes straight to that and then plays until they get out in the playoffs and gets his 20 whatever games in, 26, 29 games in,